Not going to be any ice fishing here in the southern part of the United States. Temperature is very, very pleasant. We do have a little bit of precipitation showing up on radar. Let's take a look. This is a look at ESP. Now, most of the precipitation mainly for eastern Oklahoma. Let's zoom in here on northeastern Oklahoma, and you can see that freezing line retreating back to the northeast. That's good news, but actually, it looks like most of this precipitation not even hitting the ground. That's what we call virga, precipitation that falls but doesn't quite hit the ground. In fact, a lot of the weather stations up in northeastern and eastern Oklahoma, Tulsa, Muskogee, Tahlequah, not reading any precipitation right now. So most of this likely just showing up in the elevated parts of the atmosphere. Same is true for southeastern Oklahoma. Maybe a little bit of precip, some of that maybe starting to freeze just a bit, but we're not looking at any travel problems this morning like we saw early on Tuesday. So very good news there. Let's take a look at current temperatures here in Oklahoma City. The sun starts to come up, 38 degrees, still cloudy out there, south winds at 15 miles per hour. That means our wind chill at 29 degrees early on this Saturday morning. Edmonds at 39, 38 in Yukon, 37 down in Norman. These temperatures are far enough above freezing that we don't need to worry about any frost. We also don't need to worry about any temperatures looks like falling below freezing, because this cloud cover, what it does at night is it keeps that heat trapped here at the surface, so it doesn't allow our temperatures to fall as it would if the skies were clear. So you can definitely take solace in that. But look at this, 23 in Guyman. This is what happens when skies are clear. Even with the south winds, our temperatures would be below freezing if the cloud cover wasn't here, but cloud cover spreads across most of the state, so temperatures sort of following suit. Mid to upper 30s, in fact, Ardmore at 45 degrees early this morning, but wind chills, even with the cloud cover, it still feels cold outside. 26 in Clinton, 29 it feels like here in Oklahoma City. Satellite and radar image, that little area of clearing skies, again, Guyman, Beaver, Northwest Texas, and Oklahoma Panhandle, seeing clear skies, so much colder temps in that little hole of clear skies right there. Otherwise, a lot of low clouds, maybe some fog, especially in southwestern Oklahoma, where we're seeing a little more of the moisture start to come up, but all the precipitation is off to our east. So very good news there. Temperature 19 in Dodge City, 32 in Wichita, Kansas, mid-40s down in Dallas, and 50 this hour in Houston, 4 up in Bismarck. So again, as you would expect, temperatures get colder as you head to the northern part of the nation. In fact, as you get out of the United States and head into Canada, look at some of these temperatures, this big Arctic high, temperatures anywhere from 20 to 40 below zero. All of these cold temperatures are starting to head to the south. The Arctic front is headed into the United States. You see it down in the Dakotas right now, northern Montana, but it's not expected to do as much as it did earlier this week. High temperatures from Monday into Tuesday will drop from the 50s back into the 30s, but it's not going to be as quick of a drop, and it won't stay around freezing for very long. Satellite and radar over the rest of the nation. A lot of winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings, advisories up in the northwestern part of the nation. But the good news is this big system coming in from the Pacific, it's going to sort of modify a little bit, and you'll notice how this flow in the upper levels goes basically west to east. That's good news for us. That means more of a calm pattern over the next several days. While we do have a little trough of low pressure, a little bit of energy here in the southwestern part of the nation, it's not going to do much for us Monday into Tuesday except bring us some colder air from the north. Highs today, 56 in Woodward, 44 in Oklahoma City. So the western part of Oklahoma going to see some very pleasant temperatures, 57 in Altus, maybe touching 60 down there somewhere, but most of us in the 40s and 50s for today. Our metro forecast, 37 degrees at 9 o'clock, 40 degrees by noon today, and a high temperature, maybe even some peaks of sunshine by 5 o'clock with a temperature of 44 degrees. 60 degrees tomorrow. That is unbelievable. That could be the warmest temperature we've seen so far in December, and it looks like it might stay that way. 52 on Monday, a little more cloud cover. That Arctic front will drop through here Monday into Tuesday. You'll see Tuesday morning a low of 20 and a high of only 32, so that'll feel like it did. It's like we come full circle. We start out with those really cold temperatures last Tuesday, warm up to 60, then by next Tuesday, back around freezing.
All right, and compared to what we had, 60 looks like the summertime.
Right, it's going to feel fantastic.
Yeah, all right, thank you.